丸が約束貫こう僕らの道かけがえのない仲間たち信じて進め自分が何者か誰も教えてくれない自らを導いて出すべき答えがある青い子たち
Oh fuck. Sorry, I forgot to unmute myself. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Let's +1 for Stranger's Wrath. I was just saying... Oh, +1 for Umineko? A +2 for Umineko? +3 for Umineko? A +4 for Umineko. Oh my god. It's so popular. And you guys are using all the most legal methods to get those Uminekos. I actually fully accept if you make as many accounts as you want to increase the chances. No problem. No problem. I have to think of something else, but Um, This is an idea I have. Since I'm not able to make VoDs on Twitch, it's like maybe maybe I could like have like an edited down version of like the stream to be as like a summary of like what happened last time, basically. Like a really short summary that people could like see, like, oh, he's actually like Goro's actually still streaming. Yeah. Oh, mission progress. Yeah, I like, and that's what I've been doing, thanks to some automatic tools through restreaming and stuff like that. Oh, this saves it as a PSD. Interesting. Okay. Oh, interesting, 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 interesting. Times 2 commission. Got it. 1, 2. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you like seeing the number increase as you request them? Like on the stream? Do you like this number counter thingy? You like the turtle comic in chat? Thank you. Okay. Another one. All right. So that's a solid 12. Oh, I'll open up the my reference folder. I should just put everything in this folder, honestly. It makes it a lot easier to find. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry. I must have dislodged the video here. There we go. Another one.
You may not have all you want, all you need, all that you've had has been due to my hand. It can change, it can stay the same.
It can change.
Who can
Stay
make
the
that
same. Oh, all right. I'll set the timer. 12 minute. 1, 2, 12.
The situation we are in at this time needs the
Another one.
nor is it so
Another one. Another one.
change. It can stay the same. I can say, I can make my claim. Unity strength in the strength, and I must be as one. Confidence in you, confidence, hope it reflects in me. I think everyone is my nation, are my people and my friends. And there must be no change. It can change.
Do you think I could see another clip of some Yakuza fighting? I think it will, I think it could help me feel the heat again. The heat is perfect. Thank you. The important thing I want to get across is like what the heat really stands for. Whoops. Coral, feel the heat. So we watched this movie. It was like a rom-com comedy about a singer who like at first weighs like, you know, 300 plus pounds and then gets plastic surgery and re-meets all her previous co-workers and the guy that she had a crush on. It was a fun one. It was Meerkat's childhood movie. I think it's like 200 pounds something. It's like a Korean movie. TLC. Well, this was kind of a fun one. I could not stop watching it. I was like, oh, I should stream. I should find a point to get up and stream at watching this, but like I couldn't find that point. It's just like there's like all around just like I was drawn in, and Meerkat was having so much fun too watching it. So good time. It can change. Splish splash. Splish splash, Louis Aldana's taking a bath. It's not Louis Aldana, it's like Richard Aldana, right? Why did I say Louis? Man, it's been so long I don't even remember the names. Alright. Gotta feel the heat. My art boss says you have to be a good actor to be a good artist. I have to play the part of my art. Damn. Some good heat. I was feeling it. Oh, there's more. Oh shit.
could be anything in the world that flew, I would be a bat and come swooping after you. And if the last time you were here things were a bit askew, well, you know what happens after dark.
That's silly.
Rattlesnakes lose their skins and their hearts. And all the
Alright, let's see what I can do about this inking.
Oh, all the trees are calling after you. And all the venom snipers after you. Are all the mountains boulder after you?
Here we go.
If I could be any one of the things in this world that bite, instead of the dentured ocelot on a leash, I'd rather be a kite and be tied to the end of your string and flying in the air, babe, at night. Cause you know what they say about honey bears. When you shave off all their baby hair, you have a hairy-minded pink bear, and all the bells are rolling out for you, and stones are all erupting out for you, and all the cheap bloodsuckers are flying after you. Yesterday, Daisy, May, and Biff were grooving on the street, and just like in a movie, her hands became her feet. Her belly button was her mouth, which meant she tasted what she'd speak. Woo! But
Ooh.
the funny thing is what happened to her nose. Ooh, it grew until it reached all of
Her
her
toes.
Ooh, now when people say her feet smell, they mean her nose. And curtains laced with diamonds dear for you, and all the Roman noblemen for you, and kingdoms, Christian soldiers dear for you, and melting ice-capped mountain tops for you. Oh, and knights in flaming silver robes for you, and bats that with a kiss turn prince
Alright.
for you.
Good progress there. Now,
Oh baby, rock, rock. Swoop, swoop. Rock, rock.
I guess I'm doing this a little bit out of order. Oh wait. Maybe I'm not doing it out of order. I'm actually feeling it. Alright, let's save progress. We're gonna... Ah, it's because I moved it. There we go.
We didn't have nowhere to live. We didn't have nowhere to go. Till someone said, I know this place off Birdie Road. It was on the 15th floor. It had a board across the door. It took an hour to price it off and get inside. It smelt as if someone had died. The living room was full of flies. The kitchen sink was blocked.
Beatrice, where are you? Junko Trace.
And now we're living in the sky. I never thought I'd live so high. Just like heaven, if it didn't look like heaven. The lift is always full of piss. The 5th floor landing smells of fish. Not just on Friday, every single other day. Below the kids come out tonight. They kick a ball and have a fight. And maybe shoot somebody if they lose a pool. Ooh, it's a mess.
Here we go. Junko Trees. Are you getting close? Did I catch some of the color symbology? Damn. I noticed that the drug room was like practically all red. The heroin room was like all red. A lot of red in that heroin room. Maybe I didn't catch it. And his bedroom where he was like recovering from heroin was like kind of like this tacky green color for the most part. I did notice the baby room was green, or somewhat green, yeah. And then his like childhood bedroom was like also green, I guess, too. So maybe I guess like there could have been a symbology where it was like he was seeing like the death of his childhood self. Signifying danger, foreshadowing the honorary and reveal, and for green remarks the talking to help his parents.
I
called this number 3 times already today, but I got scared. I put it back in place. I put my phone back in place. I still don't know if I should have called up. Look, just tell me, why don't you, if I'm out of place. 'Cause here's your chance to make me feel awkward and wish that I had never even called up this place. I saw you though today, walk by with
Like, there were a lot of
Hippie
really
Johnny.
interesting,
I had a call up
visually
and
creative
say
decisions in
how
that
I
movie.
wanna
It's like
take his
when
place.
he's sinking into the ground as he gets
Today concerns
high,
Hippie Johnny. He's always
and like
stoned. He's never straight.
kind of like
saw you
the
today, you know, walk by with Hippie Johnny.
ominous like flash
I had to
forward
call
of
up and say, I wanna take his
what's his
place.
name saying like,
He's
hey, I'm a responsible adult, let me
Hippie
decide
Now get this, I'm
if it's
straight,
good for me or
and I
not.
want
And then
to
like
take his
going through like
place. Now, look, I
like a
like
freak
him
drastic
too.
change
I like
as he's
Hippie Johnny.
I think he goes through a freak drastic change as he
But
says
I'm
that.
straight, and I want
Tommy, yes.
to take his. I said I'm straight.
Oh, I didn't rank it yet. But
I said I'm straight.
straight.
I'm proud to say. Well, I'm straight, and I want to take his
Yes.
place.
Boom, 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 boom.
Now I've watched you walk around here. I've watched you meet these boyfriends.
Tommy.
I know, and you tell me how they're
He-
deep.
In some way, he's
Look,
like
I think if
he
these
had his whole life
guys-
going for him.
If they're really so great, tell me why can't they at least take this place
And take
it
this
straight?
plate.
Why always stoned like Hippie Johnnies? I'm straight and I want to take
his
his
place.
place. I'm certainly not stoned
Almost everything going for him.
like
like,
Hippie
he was-
Johnnies. I'm straight and I want
That one straight edge
take his
guy
place. I said
who,
I'm
like,
straight.
had some semblance of like a life.
I said I'm straight.
I wouldn't say he had everything going for him. He's kind of a douchebag, but like he's like the kind of guy like, you know,
I'm straight and I want to. All right.
Kinda like-
all you want, look, what is it? I'm
if he
straight.
steps out of bounds of his comfort zone, like he'd get
Tell the world
totally
now. I'm straight. That's it.
totally screw up his life. During Mark's withdrawal rate, did you catch how it quickly tells you
And I want to take his place.
I missed that part actually.
Defendendo a paz e a amizade, um departamento especial da Polícia Metropolitana
Ah.
protege o povo enfrentando o crime.
Enfrento Camere.
Esquadrão Especial Inspector. Versão brasileira Windstar.
Verde, verde. Yeah, look at this. So close. And clean some of this up too. And then clean up this.
Jesus, help me find my proper place. Jesus, help me find my proper place.
I want to do a little bit more with this.
Help me in my weakness.
Just a little bit.
I'm falling out of grace. Jesus, Jesus.
All right, save progress. Jesus. What's left for that one? It's like cleaning up some of the lines here. Like all this messiness. And then add like maybe a little bit a little bit more detail, like rendering. Maybe add some like color variation to like the shadows. Add some like very more distinct variations between like soft and like a soft edge and a hard edge. Do accept these little pins and these ones too. Oh, we're getting so close. Old man's art. 5-minute color sketch. The zombie woman. Alright, give me 10 minutes and I'll work on your zombie. Jesus. Jesus Christ.
ハル
そらそんなとこで何して。
ハルが元気ないから元気にしてあげる。
Who is this? Who is this guy? Is he from the... For some reason, I didn't know this guy was like from the Metal Gear Rising game. But is it like the first game or is it the second game? Jetstream Sam. Because I thought there was a second game also. See the light. See the light. There's only one? Oh, I thought they were coming out, or they came out with a sequel. Maybe I'm totally off. I guess I am totally off. I mean, I was like thinking to myself, like, yeah, Armstrong is there. He probably is, you know, he doesn't last throughout. He doesn't last throughout like past the first game, I'm guessing. But then I never seen this this Jetstream Sam guy before, so I was like thinking, is this a new game? It's like the Metal Gear Rising game meme has evolved, and I missed the evolution. Mysteries of the Sith. Okay, check it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Check it out. +1 for Mysteries of the Sith. Oh, I see. So that's where this meme is coming from. To see a light. To see the light. I should get Metal Gear Rising at some point. I think honestly, a game like that, I feel like I would appreciate watching watching a playthrough of it, because it's kind of like I've kind of grown to like watching Metal Gear Solid playthroughs. That might be a watch the playthrough thing. I gotta play it. Truly appreciate it. To see the light. I can imagine. Give me the ref sequest.
The fifth installment of the Ultra series brought with it a number of firsts, where the previous shows dedicated one host to one Ultraman. Ultraman Ace has 2 hosts for one Ultraman. In addition to doubling the number of hosts, Ultraman Ace broke new ground by introducing the first female Ultra host, and broke it yet again by removing her about halfway into the show. Next, The show represented a significant tonal shift for the series, embracing the superhero and fantasy-oriented trends of its time, as opposed to the sci-fi and mystery leanings of the previous Ultra shows. This was a reaction to the massive popularity of Kamen Rider, a show that debuted around the same time as Return of Ultraman and was still on the air when Ultraman Ace made its debut in spring 1972. One example of this influence was the inclusion of a reoccurring antagonist, Yapul, the mastermind behind the latest wave of monster attacks. But his monsters weren't ordinary monsters. They were terrible monsters, and to prove they meant business, a returning character from Return of Ultraman suffers a rather ghastly fate at the hands of one.
Ugh.
Finally, Ultraman Ace took greater advantage of the shared continuity concept started in Return of Ultraman, because while Return of Ultraman got the ball rolling, it was still mostly a self-contained story. However, Ultraman Ace featured more team-ups between the Ultra Brothers, adhered more to an overarching narrative, and introduced the Father of Ultra. But let's put that aside for now. This video is about the insanity of the fights in
Father of
Ultraman Ace.
Ultra.
Not too long ago, I had you guys and girls share your favorite fights, and many of you cited the fight with Ace Killer in episode 14. Yes, the surrounding circumstances are interesting. There's the crucified Ultra Brothers, the spooky, smoky environment, and the idea of an enemy having the powers of the other Ultras has potential and certainly raises the stakes for the lone Ultra Brother who has to face that enemy. But the fight itself is a rather mundane affair and not even the best fight in either episode of its two-part special. That honor belongs to the rain-soaked Tokyo battle of episode 13, where there's a lot more happening. Not only is Ace forced to choose between the lives of his brothers and defending Tokyo, the actual action is pretty intense. It's filled with rain, thunder, it's hyperactive, and has the absurdity one should expect from the show. Of course, a lot of this isn't anything new to the Ultra series, but Ultraman Ace doubles down and delivers it in spades. For example, the hyperactive action. This is something started in Return of Ultraman and was carried over into the show. Same with the low-angle flips, jumps, and kicks, but here they're fancier and happen more frequently, which is a taste of how Ultraman Ace takes things to new levels. Eager to entertain the viewer, the gloves come off and the show spends a great deal of time in a fever dream-like anything goes state. Reverse footage, sped up footage, and high energy action all contributes to a sense of zaniness. And naturally, there's still plenty of decapitations.
That must be influenced by Kamen Rider.
Let's take a look at a few other examples. In episode 8, Ace punches into a monster's gut and leaves a gaping hole where there was once flesh. Whipping out the Ace Blade, he charges forward and slits his enemy's throat. The momentary freeze frame and abrupt cut in audio after his sword connects with the monster further drives the defeat home, and once the head leaves the body in typical Ultra fashion, Ace blows up his enemy for good measure. Other uses of weapons include the flaming sword in episode 39, trees in episode 46, and the double-ended spear which Ace uses to impale a monster in episode 9. And here I like to take a moment to discuss the dramatic note that last fight ends on. The disappearing tricks of the enemy has worn thin, and Ace quickly determines the location of his enemy. He charges towards his invisible foe with the spear, and the music comes to an abrupt end when the spear connects with the monster's now visible body. The viewer is left with this interesting composition, the beeping color timer, and finally, the defeated monster hitting the earth.
I wonder who did the sound effects for the... Yeah!
Worth mentioning is that someone on the creative team apparently developed quite an attachment to flamethrowers, because flames basically become a standard issue weapon of the terrible monsters. Another highlight is whenever Ace showcases his sumo skills, like in episode 15, where he leaves his opponent bewildered for a moment, before it eventually follows suit. Then the show does it again in episode 48, this time with a Brady Brunch style grid of the two combatants preparing to throw down, and then shortly afterwards, this exchange happens. Episode 4 features a monster whose actions are dictated by the illustrations of a deranged artist. The artist has to draw the action in order for it to happen, and that is of course taken advantage of in the climax.
Oh, I
The blend
think
of the battle
I saw
fanfare
this.
music and slow motion scenes of the artist struggling to keep up with the pace of the fight makes for a striking contrast. And since the lives of man and monster are connected, when one suffers a harsh fate, the other experiences something similar.
Blows up the fucking
An
house.
early and excellent example of how the show can blend both the grim and the lighthearted together in the same sequence. Unfortunately,
Plus
the
one
narrative
for
holding all
Umineko.
this together isn't as consistently good as the Ultra shows before it. Still, Ultraman Ace can be appreciated for the entertainment factor its fights bring to the table. But that's all for now. If you're interested in hearing more about the show or the Ultra series in general, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. It would be very much appreciated. But until next time, take care.
All right. So I'll save my progress. We're gonna open up Zombie Woman. Oh wait, that's the JPEG. There we go.
To the memories of yesterday's past. I've been set free and I've been bound, and now I'm set free. I'm set free. I'm set free to find a new illusion. I've been blinded, but now I can see what in the world has happened to me. The Prince of Stories who walks right by me, and now I'm set free. I'm set free. I've been set free and I've been bound. Let me tell you, people,
Girl, can you remind me what your current overarching theory was for Umi? Overarching theory? Oh man, that's tricky. Something about chess games. Maybe maybe there's some like more significance with that first scene with Nanjo and Kinzo than I initially thought. Where it's like, could be that Nanjo plays like a bigger role. Maybe if he's not a culprit, which I think they said in Red at one point, or like at least for one of the episodes, like they're not murderers, but could be accomplices. Because I think like I think when they say like, oh, he's not the culprit, like some of these murders are so complicated, like they have to have accomplices. Ah, more zombie. All right, got it. So what about Beto's final riddle? Who do I think Beto is? She said, "I am not you. Who am I?" I don't know. Really don't know. I guess it's likely that she is one of the 18 people on the island. Was it 18 or 17?
Professor Charles Xavier, mutant leader, loving caretaker, genius teacher, and total absolute jerk. And it's not just that he does some pretty messed up stuff sometimes. Occasionally, Professor X goes full-on supervillain. For all of Xavier's talk about peace and love and harmony, he's the most unscrupulous, hypocritical, and manipulative of all the X-Men. Face it, Magneto was right. Professor X is downright dangerous, and nothing, not even death, can stop him. Easy A. You'd think that a man who runs a school would have some respect for the education system, but you'd be wrong. When Professor X was just regular old Charles Xavier, he totally scammed his way through high school in the worst way. He wasn't even subtle. In class, Charles would read his teachers' minds for answers, and he became the star quarterback by psychically stealing plays from the opposing team. And did he show any remorse about abusing his powers? At home, Charles devoted an entire shelf to the trophies he didn't really earn, so no. He only retired from athletic
That's when he was
competition
young.
because he got bored of how severely he dominated all of the puny humans. Kinda makes you feel not even too bad about the whole leg thing. When Charles' half-brother, Kane Marco, saw through the charade, he went mad with jealousy, forcing Chuck to put him down with the karate chop. Later, Charles tried to convince his students that Kane was the true villain. But here's all you need to know. After Charles' stepfather died, he kept the family's fortunes to himself, while Kane transformed into Juggernaut and worked as a hired gun. We're not saying that Charles is the bad guy here, but after all of the X-Men are bedridden because of Juggernaut's personal vendetta against Charles that they had nothing to do with, he makes them sweep up the mansion. Certified jerk move. Student body. When Jean Grey showed up at Old Man Xavier's school for gifted youngsters, she was noticed by pretty much everyone except Iceman, who had his own reasons that weren't revealed for about 50 years. Angel, Beast, and Cyclops all instantly have the hots for Jean, and when Wolverine shows up, it's more of the same. There's also the creepy bald mentor who serves as both Jean's teacher and surrogate father figure and lusts after Jean in secret for years after slapping her in a skin-tight costume. Thankfully, aside from a single panel in X-Men number 3, in which Professor X laments that the only thing keeping him and Jean apart is his disability, yeah right, the issue only comes up once more, but in a very big way. In the 90s, when Professor X's darkest thoughts manifested themselves as an alternate personality called Onslaught, his crush on Jean makes a surprising reappearance, making it clear that Xavier's had a thing for Jean for years. It's unsettling at best and makes a lot of those early X-Men comics in which Jean is clearly the Professor's favorite student a whole heck of a lot creepier. Control yourself, dude. Big fake out. Professor X used some pretty interesting methods to train the unruly mutants at his school, and when throwing them into the life-threatening danger room wasn't enough, he wasn't above using psychological abuse to keep them in order.
Thanks, Jubilee. You were right. Xavier's totally right.
In X-Men number 4, Xavier loses his powers only to reveal an issue later that, surprise, he was faking in order to give the X-Men a pop quiz. In X-Men number 42, it gets even worse. In a battle with a creature called Grotesque the Subhuman, an explosion takes Xavier's life, and the X-Men spend the next 2 years mourning. 2 years! And yet, in X-Men number 65, Xavier smugly rolls back into their lives, alive and perfectly healthy. Because the guy who died wasn't even Xavier in the first place, as it turns out, he'd swapped places with a shape-shifting mutant called Changeling, who was basically the world's most dangerous Make-A-Wish kid. Changeling, a former villain, had been diagnosed with terminal illness and wanted to use his last few months on Earth to make a difference. So Professor X let him lead the
that's such a
X-Men.
fucking cop-out.
Meanwhile, Xavier locked himself in a basement and devised a plan to defeat an impending alien invasion. When Changeling fell during battle, Professor X decided to let them grieve instead of letting them in on the gag. For 2 years. Class act, Charles. Giant-sized jerk. In Giant Size X-Men number 1, Professor X recruits a brand new group of X-Men, including mainstays like Wolverine, Nightcrawler, Storm, and Colossus, to rescue his original band of mutants from Krakoa, the Living Island, rebooting the struggling X-Men series in the process. However, as the X-Men learn in Deadly Genesis, in a storyline basically lifted from Futurama, complete with a bald old weirdo genius, our heroes are actually the B Squad.
Are you three by any chance interested in becoming my new spaceship crew?
New crew? Or what happened to the old crew?
That's not important.
Before Cyclops led the new group of X-Men to victory, Xavier deployed an entirely different group of superheroes to rescue his former students, and then erased everyone's memory of the team when they all apparently died. Now, unfortunately for Xavier, one of those mutants actually survived and called him out. Gabriel, a mutant with the codename Vulcan, who also happened to be the little brother of Cyclops and Havoc. After the mission to Krakoa goes south, Cyclops is understandably distraught by Vulcan's supposed death, so Xavier deletes all of Scott's memories of his brother in order to keep him calm. That doesn't work out so well when Vulcan returns from space. In his quest for vengeance, Vulcan kills a few mutants and tells Cyclops and Havoc the truth, turning them against Xavier. Together, the X-Men stop Vulcan, but Cyclops banishes a now powerless Xavier from the X-Mansion. Honestly, erasing your team leader's memory of his awesome space bro because you got him killed is a tool move. The Xavier Protocols. Everyone knows that when Batman created a series of plans to kill his Justice League teammates, it didn't work out so well. Everyone knows except for Professor X, who did the exact same thing. Yes, the surrogate father and mentor of the X-Men figured out in detail how to kill each one of them, which is revealed in Excalibur number 100. After Onslaught takes over Professor X's mind, the X-Men visit Moira McTaggart's research lab to retrieve the Xavier Protocols, which explain how to murder every mutant on the team. Need to get rid of Wolverine? Simply sever his head and put it somewhere else. Got a problem with Cable? Just amp up the technovirus that's slowly consuming his body, allowing the disease to ravage his brain and body. A suit of anti-psionic armor will topple Professor X himself. Now, if you guessed that this story doesn't have a happy ending, well, you know how comics work. In X-Men number 65, a human sentinel hybrid named Bastion uses the Xavier protocols to defeat the team. In X-Men number 84, Professor X's mutant tracking computer, Cerebro, comes to life and uses the protocols against the X-Men when they try to stop it from taking over humanity. In both cases, the X-Men prevail, but not for Professor X's lack of trying. Brain drain. After Cyclops killed Professor X at the end of Avengers vs. X-Men, most people assumed Xavier's reign of terror was over. They were wrong. In Uncanny Avengers number 1, the Red Skull steals Professor X's brain and uses its psychic powers to try and wipe out mutant kind for good. It almost works too. Using Xavier's powers, the Red Skull brainwashes the Scarlet Witch, who drove mutants to the brink of extinction in House of M, and tries to get her to do it again. Next, he incites an anti-mutant mob in Manhattan and manipulates Thor into turning against his teammates. Later, the Red Skull transforms himself into Red Onslaught and uses Professor X's powers to start World War Hate. And when the Avengers and the X-Men try to use a spell to bring out Xavier's better nature, they inadvertently turn all of the heroes into villains and all the villains into heroes, kicking off Marvel's epic Axis event. That's Chuck for you. Dead for years, still up to no good. Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.
The video length limit is 10 minutes.
みんな消えちゃったんですよ。学校以外全部。
こんな現象は説明できない。
外との連絡も取れず、僕らはまさに漂流しているのです。
そうなんだ。
ここはユートピアなのかな。それとも地獄？人って生まれただけじゃ価値なんてないんだよ。だから見つけなくちゃいけない。
考えても仕方ないよ。
この世界から抜け出すんだ。
どうやって？
走るんだよ。全力で。
反則を犯した者には
罰が下る。大した力がないからって嫉妬してんのか？
本当から逃げて自分をごまかすな。
怖くならないよ。
だからこそやるんだよ。
Sunny boy. Ready for Troll Comic? Yeah. I think I am. Second. Whoops. All right. What, how many pages is this one? One through 32? Oh man, 31 pages? Wait. Charles Xavier. Oh, color. Looks like a battle. Same dream. What could it mean? It looks like it's going by pretty fast. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Spar with Raphael. Man, Splinter going back into the spiritual realm. Can't get that near con. Another mind, powerful discipline, somehow desperate. Must keep pushing this in my thoughts. It's my mind searching for the one who could help me. He's at the critical point of the decision to follow his father's path of evil, to take up a Gosei samurai way of honor. You know, honestly, I'm gonna be pretty tired. I don't know if I can actually play the game, but I can do the wheel spin for the game. So I think I'm gonna read, and then I'll play the game actually on Friday. Hopefully. It's been hard to stream on Friday, but it might be manageable. Might be manageable tomorrow. He's at the critical point of his decision to follow his father's path. Albercarto chances? We can aim for a Albercarto stream again. I'll give it a shot. We'll try our best. We must exchange bodies. Oh. Wow, Splinter, no fucking hesitation, is like, he's like, let's do it. building looms before them, like a high-tech parody of a traditional Japanese architecture with daunting obstacles. But not to the students of Splinter. Not much for Leonardo. Yes, slide past me. Open the grate ahead. Voices up ahead. Genji and Hattori's last lunch together. It's like their first mission. It's a good chapter so far. I like Raphael has these tonfas instead of the sides. It's an interesting choice. Living the past while I eek. Oh shit. Straight up ninja starred his ass. I need time and no interruptions. But only if you truly want it. I know you are telling the truth. As crazy as it sounds, you are who you say you are. I can't explain it. Accept it with all of your heart or it will mean nothing. is over and I go to my rest. Thank you, friend Splinter. Can't believe it. I just killed a highly trained assassin with my bare hands. Like I didn't even do it myself. Because he didn't. Oh, time. I thought we were just... Turi owes his life in no small part to your actions. I am proud of you. Thank you, Master Splinter. I don't envy him though. Alright, let's get the wheel spin. Not that one. Oh, it's wheel design. Alright, so we're adding choices. Yeah, that's a good chapter. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 Mysteries of the Sith. I think this is everything, right? Yeah, this looks like it's it. Alright, here we go. We're spinning a wheel. Spinning a wheel. Alright. Test spin. Here's a test. The test spin landed on Stranger's Wrath. I know it's a bit of a tease, but here is the real spin. Are you ready for the real spin? All right. Ooh. Oh my god. Umineko again. Dude, the word it wasn't rigged enough this time. Yeah, I think you're like Umineko only is 50% this time around. Could have been anyone's game. Oh. All right, so we're gonna reset the counts then. I believe it is possible, but in this particular with this particular wheel spin thing, I allow multiple accounts anyway. As long as it's a different account, I allow it. All right. I'm getting so tired. That was the fastest wheel spin. Oh, I've come up with such a fast, good system now. It's like all that time typing in each game where I can just copy paste a text document. Mm. Having it be fair is it's a delicate balance. But maybe I'll consider changing it up. Of course, Daydream would think it's fine because he's the biggest benefactor. I think it's fine too. All right. I'm getting too tired to think right now. I'm gonna have to end. Catchy song. Alright, but let's end. Don't save. Alright, good night, guys. What does fat white communist think? I think he thinks it's fine. Right. Good night. Wow. Almost 2 hours. Long stream.